Okay, a quick Tottenham news video today, and this one's going to be centred purely around the European transfer window closure on Monday and all the latest news regarding players that potentially could be leaving Tottenham. Now, there's three players we're going to concentrate on today. There's Victor Wanyama, who we thought a deal had all been done with Club Brugge, but there's a potential that that one is stalling, so we'll give you the update on that. There's also Jan Vertonghen, and news of a German club very interested in taking Jan Vertonghen this weekend. And also, after my video yesterday regarding the implications on the Neymar deal, we've got some news on Christian Eriksen. Now, if you like videos like this on Tottenham, on other top Premier League clubs, we do match analysis, player profiles, and of course in the transfer window we do transfer news. Just click the red subscribe button below, click the bell notification, and you'll be kept up to date of future uploads. So we'll start with Victor Wanyama first. Now, Tottenham agreed a fee with Club Brugge. We think it's somewhere in the region of about 13 million, somewhere in that region. The deal was expected to go through today, and it still might. However, there is news. The Club Brugge president has come out with a little bit more news about this deal. It seems that the deal may be stalling a bit. Now, Victor Wanyama has come out and apparently told the Club Brugge president that there's still issues he has to resolve with Tottenham. We don't know what those are, whether it's financial things, contract things, we're not sure. Now, this to me seems the perfect move, really, for Tottenham and for Wanyama and for Club Brugge. He's 28 years old, I think. In the last two seasons, he started in about 12 matches. He had that serious knee injury, and it looks like he's not going to feature heavily for Tottenham this year. So at 28 years old, he obviously wants to look after the remaining years of his career, and he wants to play football. Now, Club Brugge, they're in the Champions League. They've got through to the group stages. Mind you, they've got a tough group. I think they've got PSG, Real Madrid and Galatasaray, so a tough group, but he will get Champions League football. He has worked with the manager, Philippe Clement, before, so it all seems to be the perfect fit. But the club president has said there's been difficulties getting this deal done. And, you know, he's very much said Wanyama's got until today to sort it out. He's quoted as saying, as usual, we have not put all our money on one target, so there are some others. So basically he's saying to Wanyama, this deal needs to be done today, because if not, we're moving on to another player. Wanyama has got some unresolved business with Tottenham. Like I say, I don't know what that is, but there's something stalling this deal. So my betting is that this deal will go through today, but there's obviously something again behind the scenes we're not aware of on that one. So keep an eye out for obviously some further news on that should that happen. Next up, Jan Vertonghen. Now, media company Kicker in Germany have reported that Bayer Leverkusen are likely to make a move to sign Vertonghen this weekend. They want a central defender, they want a left-sided, they want an experienced central defender, and Vertonghen fits the bill. Now, Pochettino obviously doesn't fancy him. He there's obviously an issue there. It doesn't look good when he's sat on the bench with a black eye. Who knows? It could be innocent, but who knows what's going on behind the scenes. But something is not right there. This is another one that would seem probably a good fit for Vertonghen. It'd be interesting to see whether Vertonghen features in the starting lineup on Sunday. I would have him in my starting lineup, and I'll perhaps just maybe touch on that at the end of the video, what I would probably put as my starting lineup. But obviously, if Pochettino sells him, Levy sells him, they can't replace him till January. Now that doesn't seem to have bothered Pochettino or Lever before. They've sold Trippier and not replaced him, and so it wouldn't, I wouldn't put it past them to, if an offer comes in at a decent amount for a 32-year-old that's going into the last year of his contract. The business head on Levy is going to say that's a deal we've got to take. So we'll watch that one closely. But Bayer Leverkusen are highly tipped to be making a move for Vertonghen this weekend on that one. Next one up is Christian Eriksen. Now, I did a video yesterday about the move of Neymar from PSG to Barcelona, and the implications that has for Tottenham, both for Eriksen and Paulo Dybala. And maybe we're taking a look at that if you haven't seen it. Now, I'm told that the deal for Neymar is getting closer. It's not yet done, and there's there's talk of players going to PSG from Barcelona, and it's whether PSG are wanting those players. It's whether the players want to go as well. So there's a lot still to put together, but there's a big deal that's getting closer there, and that could well get announced, maybe the early part of the weekend if everything comes together on that. Now, lots of reports out today, as I predicted, that PSG will make a move for Eriksen. And there's figures being talked about, 90 million euros, and I don't suspect it will be anywhere that amount, knowing that he's available on a free next summer. But PSG are one of the big clubs in Europe that financially can afford it, particularly if they sell Neymar. They also are a club that won't want to wait and take the risk of getting him on a free next year. They will need some extra firepower now, and all the reports are suggesting that should Neymar go, that they will make a move for Eriksen. So that's another one that's looking that it potentially could happen. So we'll keep an eye on that one. On a bit of lighter news, not a lot of happy news at the moment for Tottenham, but I'm sure once we get this transfer window out of the way, a nice win against Arsenal on Sunday would certainly help. But I think once we get this transfer deadline for Europe out of the way on Monday, I think things can have the chance of settling down then. Obviously, depending on what players are left, there are reoccurring problems for January and for next summer. But for the moment, it'll allow Pochettino a clear run for the next few months to try and get a settled squad and a problem-free squad. But on a lighter note, Ben Stokes has come out and signed his allegiance to Spurs, and let's just hope some of his success with the England cricket team can rub off onto Tottenham. So quite nice to hear Ben Stokes come out and put his allegiances with Tottenham. Now, I said I'd do a quick predicted lineup. I'm not got a full update. Pochettino's press conference is about now as I'm recording this video, so we'll perhaps revisit that in another video. But I'll just do a very quick lineup of what I would like to see at the weekend. Whether we see it or not is another thing, but this is what I would like to see. Lloris in goal. I'd like to see them play 5 at the back, and that would bring Vertonghen back in. So I'd play Rose on the left. I'd play Sissoko on the right because Kyle Walker-Peters is looking like he'll be out. I'd play Vertonghen on the left of the centre, Sanchez in the middle, Alderweireld on the right. And that gives, when they're attacking, that freedom for Rose and Sissoko to get up the pitch. But it also keeps it very tight when they're defending. And if Arsenal play Pepe, Aubameyang and Lacazette, there's lots of pace up there. So I think they need to keep those lines tight. So I would look at playing a back 5 with the 2 wing backs when they're attacking, getting forward. In the midfield, I'd play Ali. And I know he's going to be short of match fitness, but I would start Ali and see how he goes. I would start Lo Celso and Harry Winks as a holding midfielder. And I know again that they say that Lo Celso isn't up to the sort of fitness standards and the levels that Pochettino wants. But look, let's give him a go, see how he gets on. He can always be substituted part way through, but he played half an hour last week. I think it's time to put him in the team. And then up front, I would go with Son and Kane. I think the threat of Kane's goal scoring, I think I need to see more movement from him this week than we did last week, and then Son's pace up front. So that would be my hopeful 11. I don't think that 11 will start, but that would be my hopeful 11. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments below for the starting lineup, and also just interested to hear what you think of the Vertonghen and Eriksen and Wanyama issue as well. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, click the red subscribe button below. Appreciate any thumbs up, likes on the video, and thank you once again for watching.